Money matters in the fields of competitions and academics as fuel for preparation and competence. That being said, the inequality of wealth in academics, especially in STEM programs, can unfortunately define the course of academic competition very well. The underserved and poor communities suffer the most when it comes to academics. They fall behind other more affluent schools and simply on the basis of not having enough resources for students to demonstrate their full potential. The barrier between success and those students is money, and the issue lies in hands of both the administration and students. It keeps these underserved students under a glass ceiling, despite showing that they have the potential in them to compete alongside the upper socioeconomic schools. This also discourages students from unveiling their inner strength as they see it futile to compete with more affluent schools.
This issue is important and meaningful to me when I consider my experience in my high school's robotics team. Starting with the way our funding functioned, during my time in the robotics team, our program received a few personal donations, and we were also sponsored by the US Army. However, the problem was that our equipment wasn't paid for and our team was often registered into tournaments that were too ambitious. Money was a determining factor in our matches, and my robotics team was never given a penny. We can only hope that the robotics engineering program receives more support.
What we see here is that there is a gap in funding between school programs, and this gap expands the opportunities of some schools while limiting those of others. The gap can and will get bigger unless we consider the factors that go into play.
The most important factor in this issue is how low-income schools receive little support both financially and socially. For example, my high school robotics team to this day is still inferior to athletic sports despite the monumental successes it has had since my participation. Despite the increase in student interest for the club, the school administration continues to turn a blind eye towards the team, leaving the team with less of an opportunity to reach their potential.
With even just a bit of social support from the school administration, the program can see an increase in involvement as more and more students become more motivated to join. This increase in involvement will then give the club greater chances of success, and in turn give more opportunities from more and better funding from outside sponsorships.
One of the most important details we can take from this discourse is that even the slightest bit of student body and administration support can make an impact on the course of these programs, which is not limited to just robotics teams and STEM programs. Thank you.